the opening round of the...
Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. He wants to take them on a deep run. Can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give this guy a chance to bring that window, put that ball on his chest, and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the visitors will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal has been reached. Every sight set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
They'll stick with him again. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Now he takes off. They're going to let this down inside the 45.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This from an even 50 yards out. That one is good. And his guys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. It is a touchdown. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after catch.
The extra point is up and through. And the visitors take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to put him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Good throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Off play He'll set up to throw. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll run it. And he will get into the end zone.
Now remember that, like their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end. And they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And his guys will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can go out breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. Guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. So after 1 here on Super Wildcard Weekend, tied at 10 apiece, and EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. There. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun. He'll throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd down, that is a recipe for success.
He'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. To the first down, gets 4 yards on the game, but it will bring up 3rd down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And take it in. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is caught for 3. And he's going to be taken down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the visitors go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now. They come up with first down and 10. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up. After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down picked up on the ground. They motion the slot man left. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Second down and 3. Up the middle they go. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Now a 3rd and 2. It's taken in, and he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get through.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's incomplete. 3rd down. 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And 3rd down. Ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Whoa. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll go left side here. Incomplete this one. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That is brought in at the 10. And who's in?
It's a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He gets it to go. And his guys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll drop it to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Once again, they keep it on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. Here's the punter now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. This one complete right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now the punting unit will come on. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Throwing now on first and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. And as expected, this one's not going to get it. It's no good. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now this team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Slot man in motion left. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing now from the gun. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 9. Hill looks to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and picks up the first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And his great game continues. And all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Quickly to the outside. and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got him at the 50-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
We're about ready now for the punt. Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another pass. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Tight end going in motion here. Now give on the ground. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. It's complete. They get 18 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
But Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times. It will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and 10.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. So 1 quarter. We'll Go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And
everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun. He'll throw. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. His receiver on the impact. He's got it.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handles. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That pass play good for 22. And that will be a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 6. Trying to run it here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, the quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. They'll turn and hand this one over. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? So that'll cost them half the distance. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Slot man in motion right. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to get that 1st down. Working it up to the 24-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
He'll stay on the ground. Not much room to operate there. He'll get to about the 24. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Looks like to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in that situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
To the air now on first and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And that first down incompletion, it just makes things much harder. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. That's taken in.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here we go. One final play. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but me, my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Whoa, an enormous call here. They go for two. One play to keep their postseason alive. And he will score. Comeback complete. They take the lead here in the final moments.
Great decision here, Mike. This was made well before that touchdown score. You want to win the game in regulation. You don't want to play for a tie and take your chances in overtime. But because there's less than a minute, not a ton of time for your opponent to go down and kick a field goal, this is the right move, and we'll see if it pays off.
He'll look deep, left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for our visitors, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend.